Hello everyone.
KYWC.
Anticipation, a little bit of excitement.
Bring it on.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah, I knew it was an up-and-coming side.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer.
One question and he can't lose.
No, it's still.
I wasn't actually listening to you. This is how we do it on KYWC.
Where am I? What are we doing? Hello and welcome to KYWC, Know Your World Cup, the T20 World Cup 2021 edition. To my right, all-rounder extraordinaire, a man who's won IPL titles as well, Shane Watson. To my left, the OG running off spinner, none other than an Aussie, but we'll call him Kiwi for today, Scott Styris.
That's a brutal start.
Well, it is. It might get more brutal given that this man seems to think
He was
knows
there
the
commentating this one.
He starts already. The excuses have begun. But before they continue, I will lay down the rules as your quiz master as well. In round one, we will have 5 questions, each alternating, of course. Scotty, if you're curious about the points, you get 10 points plus 10 if you answer it right. If you don't answer it right, it will be passed on. You will have an option to steal and you'll get half the points, Watto, so you'll score 5. There is also a power play option, which you can opt for at any stage of the first round, but critically, before I ask the question, you can choose to utilize that power play option. It doubles your points, so if you get the answer right, you get 10 extra points, so that's 20 instead of 10. Clear?
Crystal.
Okay, there we go. No negative points for the first round. We'll get to the next one after that. So here we go. We start with Watto in round one. Watto, your first question?
Sure, I'm happy for Scotty to start, actually.
Okay. You know what?
No.
Let's make this.
No.
Let's just toss. Hang on. Scotty, you can call.
Hales.
Hales.
It's gone. It's a Hardik Pandya toss. You haven't zoomed in, so I couldn't just give this to anyone. But I'm going to go tails. Scotty Styris has won the toss. Scotty, what have you decided?
I'll go first then.
Here we go. Scott Styris.
One's on the board.
It should be a pretty easy one to start as well. Which former South African international played in the 2016 edition and then played for Namibia in the 2021 edition?
David Visa.
Points on the board for Scott Styris. You've got 10 in the bag already. We go across to Shane Watson.
Power play.
Oh, wow. Which South African became the first bowler to take a T20 international hat-trick during this World Cup?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, jeez.
It's a tricky one in a power play question.
Power play.
Temba Bavuma. Fuff.
Pretorius.
Oh, chance to steal, and he's lost the option of the power play. Which South African became the first bowler to take a T20 international hat-trick during this edition of the World Cup in 2021?
Nokia.
Both wrong. The right answer is Kagiso Rabada. And he picked up Wokes, our own insider Owen Morgan, and Chris Jordan along the way. So
there you go.
loses that power play option, but you've still got, I like the confidence water. I like that. Over to Scott Styris.
All right, I'll do my power play. Let's get it out of the way.
There we go.
I'm assuming these get harder and harder, do they?
Which is the reason why.
It started pretty hard, let's be honest. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. Only one way to find out. Which batter was ruled out of the tournament with a hand injury that he sustained after punching his bat in frustration after getting out?
Jeez.
Devon Conway.
Jeez, that's a sitter. Well done.
He takes it. And with that, double points for Scott Styris on that one. So 20 in the bag plus 10. Scotty Styris is off to a pretty rapid start. Watto, you've still got time, plenty of it. Which Pakistan pacer dismissed India's top 3 of Rohit, KL and Virat Kohli in the group stages?
Shaheen Shah.
Right you are, Mr. Shane Watson, and
In Dubai. Bowling first.
You're obviously commentating on that one.
you know, when we talk of that, right, the left armers up against India's top order, we go into another World Cup here where India's had a few issues to left arm pacers. How do you see that playing out this time around as well?
Yeah, well, when it comes up against Pakistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi's not that version himself at this point in time.
And now you've got a Yashasvi Jaiswal for India too.
But that's right. So I think they'll be okay.
We think they'll be okay. India should be totally fine with that. But Shane Watson is on the board with 10 points as well. So chasing the pack still, but Scotty 20 ahead, gets the shoulders going, a little shimmy. And it's time for question number 3. Who apart from KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma opened for India during this World Cup?
Back then? Shikhar?
Shikhar Dhawan? That is the wrong answer.
Ishan Kishan.
Ishan Kishan. says Shane Watson. He's on the board with a little steal as well. So 5 points in the bag for you, Watto. I just love
This is rubbish.
loving the confidence, yeah. Absolutely loving it. We'll calmly move on to yours. And you've got a chance now to get to within 5 here, Watto. So your next question.
Here we go.
Which bowler picked up the best figures of the tournament in 2020?
Hasaranga.
Oh, no. And a chance to steal for Scott Styris.
I was just looking at this too.
Yeah, that's right.
He was the leading wicket taker with 16. Do I get anything for that?
And he says he's done no homework coming
Yeah.
to this, by the way.
No, I just did. I was literally just looking at this. How long do I have?
You've got about 6 seconds.
There was 2 5-wicket bags.
5, 4, 3.
Zampa.
Oh,
Good one.
Jumps in, 5 for 19. Adam Zampa up against Bangladesh. Scott Styris with a little steal at 5 points in the kitty for Scotty as a result as well. And we will now move into your next question.
Yep.
Which is, who hit the most sixes in the tournament amongst the Kiwi batters? Hey, there's a little smile there, and then it just completely wore out.
Neesham.
That is the wrong answer. Chance to steal.
I was going to go Nation. Kane Williamson.
Oh no, a good choice given that he had a decent tournament as well. It is actually Daryl Mitchell who also had a good tournament. We saw the best of Daryl
Not
Mitchell.
even think of him.
Shocking. That's why we don't call him Kiwi, to be honest. Did not even think of Daryl Mitchell. Okay, so that one's done. Over to our next question. Back to Shane Watson on this one. In the 2021 edition, only one batter managed to score 100. Who was it?
I did look at this one. You better get it right.
Josh Butler.
Hey!
Against Sri Lanka in Sharjah.
Oh,
You're commentating on that one as well?
I wasn't actually.
Josh Butler, 101 not out versus Sri Lanka. That is bang on. Over to our next question for you, Scotty. This is an interesting one as well. There's only one team that managed to score over 200 in this entire edition. Who was it?
Oh, really? Bangladesh.
Wow, that is the wrong answer. Gonna go across.
West Indies.
Oh, I thought you had this one to steal, but it's not. It's actually India who scored 210 for 2 up against Afghanistan. That was the only score above 200 in that edition. Of course, that was an option to steal, but you've still got one last question in round one coming your way, Watto. Should be fairly easy.
Oh.
Who was the player of the tournament in the 2021 edition?
Adam Zampa.
Oh, no. And it's not to steal.
Hasaranga.
No, even worse. It was David Warner who was the player of the tournament. He was actually Australia's highest run getter in the tournament as well. It was David Warner. Actually, it was interesting, Warner. That tournament, the lead up to the World Cup, Warner was actually ignored by the IPL franchise, rested at one point, came out and actually fired. How much does the IPL factor in, do you think, into World Cup form? Because Rohit Sharma's had a quiet Tata IPL coming into what is a big World Cup campaign for India as captain.
Yeah, well, Dave Warner, it took him a few games to get up and running in that T20 World Cup as well. So it wasn't until really halfway through the tournament that he turned it on. So people always talk about, it's great going into a T20 World Cup with heaps of form. But look, these great players just find a way to be able to step up and just get things to come together at the right time. So Rohit Sharma, he knows how to turn it on when he needs to.
He does know how to turn it on when he needs to. You do need to turn it on a little bit because you're trailing by 10 at the moment. Scores are 35 to Scotty, 25 to Shane Watson. But this is where everything changes because we've got a buzzer round. We've also got negative points coming in here. So let me explain this to you because suddenly we will have buzzers appearing on your podiums. Let's have them in. Buzzers have magically appeared. Let's test them out. Okay, they both work, which is good. Let's just go through the rules quickly here, guys. This time around, there will be just the 5 questions. You hit the buzzer first and you get to answer the question. Pretty simple. But hold on, there's also a catch. Watto, for instance, if you get the answer wrong, it will be called a no ball. So you'll get a negative 10 as a penalty. And Scotty, you then get an opportunity of a free hit. So not only do you get a chance to answer it, but you get a plus 10, which pretty much doubles it up. But if you get it wrong, you don't lose any points either. So there we go. Rules underway, all done and dusted. Question number 1. Which was the only team to remain unbeaten during the group stage of the 2021 World Cup?
Oh.
Chance for 10.
Pakistan.
Oh, in he comes. Pakistan
Oh,
is
I was
right.
about to do
5 from 5 for Pakistan. That is that's a top answer actually. Given the fact that you hit the buzzer and didn't have the answer in your mind.
No, it's
So
either
is that
New
what you do?
Zealand-
You get about a minute to.
It's either
to
New Zealand
think
or
of it?
Pakistan.
Yeah, it's at
Not
the
New Zealand.
discretion.
Pakistan beat New Zealand. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was sitting there
Pakistan
wondering
beat
whether
New
Pakistan beat
Zealand.
India.
All right, so there we go. 10 in the bag. So scores now level at 35. We go to question 2 of our buzzer round. Which Aussie batter hit 3 back-to-back sixes against Pakistan in the semi? I'll stop my question there. Shane Watson, who was it?
Matthew Wade.
That is right. Again, Shaheen Shah Afridi. He moves 10 clear. It is 45-35 with a big smirk on his face as well. Remember, there's a negative 10 if the opposition answers it after a no ball. So that could come into play as well. We move to question 3 with a rather quiet Scott Styris, which could be a ploy as well to get this going.
Is always a ploy.
He is. Okay, question number 3. Who was the highest scorer in the 2021 final between... Yes?
Kane Williamson.
Oh, just too good. I'm sorry, Scott Styris. He is on fire at the moment, under the pump. Shane Watson delivers. Kane Williamson, 85 versus Australia in that 2021 final. So that takes you 20 points clear, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 55-35. Shane Watson with a late charge in the buzzer round with 2 questions to go. So that's 20 points. Does he stay quiet or does he go for it here? This is where it gets dicey. Question number 4. Which bowler took 4 wickets in 4 balls in the 2021 edition? 4 wickets in 4 balls. Well, you're going to have to go for it, possibly.
I literally couldn't give you I don't have a clue.
All right. Are you passing on this one?
Yeah.
Watto, staying quiet?
Yeah, I'm staying quiet.
Curtis Campher of Ireland against the Netherlands. 4 wickets in 4. We remember that
Absolutely
one.
was not getting that.
Yeah. Well played, Shane Watson. Still 20 clear with 1 question to come. You guys do the math. It's pretty simple, but does he still go for it for a bit of bravado? Time to find out. Question number 5, our final question of the buzzer round. Which Indian scored a hat-trick of 50s in this edition of the T20 World Cup?
KL Rahul.
Oh, show pony Shane Watson takes the win. Watto, congratulations. It is KL Rahul with 3 50s back to back. The guns are out. I mean, you were just silent. This is the first time I've ever seen you silent through 5 minutes of anything on a screen of any sort. So congratulations on staying silent.
I don't think my buzzer's working.
Yeah, just hit one now, just for feel good factor. Yes,
No.
buzzer failed, clearly. It's the only
That's the only- yeah, it's the only reason
did
they
not
beat me.
win this. But guys, who do you think's got the goods to take it in this edition? Because we're seeing some real power come through from some sides. Some sides have got a vastly different squad. Some have stuck, like India have, largely a similar squad as well.
I can never go past Australia. They can certainly turn things on when they need to. But look, you see with India the way they've sort of picked their team. If things come together really nicely, and their spinners are able to have the impact that they think they're going to in the conditions, then there's no question that they could get onto a big roll.
Yeah, West
It'd be
Indies
very hard to beat.
day games as well. Who are some of your favourites?
Look, I think there's actually probably about 4, maybe even 5 at any given time if they all find their form. South Africa look quite good coming in. The conditions will be the interesting one. That'll be the determining factor. India's obviously got a lot of talent, but they have a few holes as well. They don't field very well.
Yeah.
The balance of the team could be a problem. West Indies at home, I think, will be good. And then England, Australia, those 2 sides, I think, could be there.
You've named half the sides.
Yeah, well, I'm going to sit on the... Oh, it's all of a sudden working.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, miracles do happen.
On that note, on that decisive note from Switzerland's Scott Styris, we will move forward while he sits on the fence and conclude this fantastic quiz. Our champion of the 2021 edition of the World Cup quiz is Shane Watson, 65. Scott, 35?
35.
25?
I'm
35. We'll give
very
him
happy with 35.
35. He's happy with 35. He's happy finishing second.
Yeah, well, this is like a final where we came second, right?
We've replicated that, guys. So there you go. Australia take on New Zealand, much like the T20 World Cup in 2021, and much like the result, it is Australia and Shane